That's what happens to the skies.
Jen, I'm going to be silent. He said it. He's wrong?
He's wrong.
Okay.
He's wrong. Well, I mean,
so sorry.
Hey, there's a first time for everything.
I was going to say, there could be something else mixed in there that defies logic, but I don't know about
aliens.
that one. No aliens, hopefully. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at your forecast at this time. Taking a live view across the southeast. Clear conditions out there right now as we look in just a little bit closer. Clutter on the radar, but things are dry so far. Really not seeing any cloud cover so far to begin this morning. Now, temperatures, we are beginning to warm up. We started off on the cooler side. Our inland spots seeing the 50s, some areas dipping down into the 60s. It felt nice, even a little chilly outside for this morning, and especially due to some of those lower dew points, more of a crisp feel out there. Now, taking a look at those temperatures right now, we are beginning to warm up, mid to upper 70s, some lower to mid 80s already out there. 84 in Gulf Shores along with Mobile, but luckily the dew points out there, they're still staying low. We're starting to see some of those upper 50s, more of those lower to mid 60s. So again, this is more of a pleasant feel for our humidity, definitely staying on the lower side. Now, heading later on into today, our temperatures, we will begin to warm up, upper 80s, lower 90s, just slightly above average for this time of year. And then by the time we make it later on into this evening, temperatures dipping down to the upper 70s by the time we get closer towards 8 o'clock, and luckily feeling like it. Now, tracking the tropics, a few areas that we're monitoring, we do have a hurricane in the central Atlantic, an area of low pressure expected to emerge off the coast of the Carolinas. If it stays over open water long enough, it could develop some tropical tendencies, but we're keeping those chances low. Still could bring increased moisture to the northeast, and then also high chance for development of this wave. We'll continue to monitor, but a tropical depression possible heading into Saturday or Sunday. We'll keep you updated right here on Fox 10. The good news, however, the Gulf is quiet. Now, coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to talk more about your forecast, what you can expect heading into the rest of the week, and some very small rain chances. All that's coming up soon. Joe. Going ahead, taking a look at our forecast, taking a live view outside right now. Conditions look beautiful. Taking a live view really from our Battleship Memorial Park, but looking towards the eastern shore. Plenty of sunshine, temperatures resting in the lower 80s, and those dew points in the upper 50s. So the feels like temperature right on the dot. Now, just a reminder, with our dew points resting in the 50s and even some of the 60s, we're really falling into that comfortable category. Not too long ago, we were in that miserable and extreme. That's when we were having feels like temperatures, feeling like the triple digits. We had all those heat advisories and excessive heat warnings. Feeling a lot better so far for the past few days. Some areas beginning to get into that noticeable category, but still feeling pretty nice out there. Now, heading later on into today, today's daytime highs maxing out in the upper 80s and the lower 90s, just slightly above average, but not too excessively hot out there. We will start to see some increased cloud cover later on this afternoon, but conditions staying dry across the Gulf Coast. Now, in case you are looking for any evening plans for the next few days, the Baldwin County Fair is coming to town. Tonight will be the official kickoff for that, taking place in Robertsdale, and these are really going to be the temperatures around 7 o'clock every evening. Lowest humidity heading into tonight, those temperatures upper 70s by 7 o'clock, really feeling fantastic. But in case you can't make it for the next few nights, still going to be seeing mostly clear, dry conditions and feeling mild by Thursday night. For the first few nights, that time is going to be from around 5 to 11 p.m. for the next few days. Now, the rip current risk, in case you're heading on down towards the coast, low today, tomorrow, but by Thursday that bumps up to moderate. So just a heads up in case you are planning on heading further down south. But tracking the tropics again, I had mentioned this just before we went to the break not too long ago. We do have an area of low pressure expected to emerge off the east coast of the Carolinas. Low chances of development over the next 7 days, but could bring some increased moisture towards the northeast over the next few days. We'll continue to monitor, keep you updated. Not a concern for us, however. We do have Hurricane Nigel churning out there in the central Atlantic, and then this wave off the coast of Africa. High chances of development over the next 7 days. We just have to get through the next few days. It'll get some of that traction going and potentially strengthening into a tropical depression by the weekend. Now, Hurricane Nigel at this time, the most recent update coming out at 10 a.m. Getting stronger, 90 miles per hour, still a Category 1 storm, turning north-northwest at 16 miles per hour. But you can start to see that eye wall beginning to develop. Now, Nigel is expected to strengthen into a Category 2 hurricane later on for today. After that, continuing on that northeasterly track and weakening by the time we get further on into the weekend. Now, coming up in just a little bit, I'm going to talk more about your forecast, what you can expect for the next few days. And in case you're heading to the South Alabama game, I'll have your tailgating forecast. All that's coming up soon. Chelsea.